Hello, I'm Maggie Mackay from Anderson Macarthur Solicitors. I am here to talk about powers of attorney. The important thing to remember with a power of attorney is that it is a really good thing to have because it ensures that your family and close loved ones know what your intentions were if you were ever to lose capacity. The important things to note are that you have to do it while you have capacity, and it doesn't come into force until you ever lose capacity. So you may enter into a power of attorney, an individual may enter into a power of attorney and actually never require it because they retain their capacity for their lifetime. However, there are circumstances which often arise which result in a person losing that capacity. And it's not always dementia, it's not always Alzheimer's. Things can occur at any age that mean that somebody could lose capacity. And having a power of attorney ensures that you've got a plan, you've chosen who would be able to speak on your behalf, deal with your affairs on your behalf if that circumstance did ever arise. The importance of the power of attorney cannot be understated. It's much more important now in terms of systems that are in place with banks, building societies, other established statutory bodies. It's so much more important now than it ever was, and also in relation to dealing with welfare matters, care decisions, and hospital decisions with doctors. The powers that you would be giving your attorney are perhaps twofold. There's a continuing or financial power of attorney, which sets out powers for your attorney or attorneys to be able to deal with your money, your property, benefits, anything that may be practical matters that probably none of us like to deal with anyway. But the power of attorney ensures that you've nominated somebody to be able to deal with those matters if you were ever to lose the capacity to be able to do so yourself. And the second set of powers is around welfare, so that if you are unable to speak to the doctor or deal with the hospital or decide where you would live, consent to any medical treatment, that your attorney is able to take those decisions for you. And in terms of who you would be able to choose, it's always important to choose an attorney or attorneys that you would trust, somebody that would be able to access your information and would have some kind of idea of where your papers or where your bank account details may be held. So it's always important to communicate with the attorney as well in advance, so that they have some information about you. In some cases, individuals would choose to have a professional person as their attorney, but this is not always practical, and it is often a family member or a close friend who's able to act in your best interests and would know what an individual would want in terms of welfare decisions, as well as managing their financial or property matters as well. If you're having one attorney, it is always worthwhile considering that something may happen to them that may prevent them from being able to act as your attorney. Therefore, if you're having a sole attorney, it is worth considering having a substitute, so that you're not left in a situation where an attorney, you have no attorney if the one sole attorney you've appointed were to lose capacity or pass away while you still need somebody to act on your behalf. So you can have joint attorneys, you could have more than one attorney, and certainly if you're having one attorney, it is worth considering a backup or a substitute so that you're not left vulnerable in terms of someone being able to deal with your affairs if you were to lose capacity. The other thing that's important to note is that you can change your mind. So although the power of attorney is registered, if while you have capacity you were to change your mind and wish to appoint somebody else, or amend the power of attorney, you are free to do so, and it is ultimately your choice. The power of attorney gets done by an individual while they have capacity, while they have the capacity to be able to choose who they want and what type of power of attorney they would like, and therefore it is your document and you can change it at any stage. And it's certainly just advisable because you're making a plan if circumstances mean that you cannot speak for yourself in any situation. We would recommend that individuals consider entering into a power of attorney just to ensure that there is a plan in place. And if you require any further information or wish to discuss matters further, you may wish to contact us, Anderson Macarthur, to discuss and take further advice.